Why your brain is running Windows 95 in a digital zoo. I know, it sounds a little weird, right? But stick with me, because this metaphor, it perfectly captures that feeling we all get sometimes. That feeling that our brains just weren't built for this modern world. We're going to unpack exactly what that means and why you might feel like you're trying to run the latest software on some seriously ancient hardware.
I mean, come on, who doesn't feel like this? That sense that you've got way too many tabs open in your brain. You're constantly being pulled in a million different directions, notifications are pinging, emails are piling up, your to-do list is a mile long. It's exhausting. And what's wild is that this isn't just you. It's pretty much a universal experience now. And it turns out there's a really deep biological reason for all of it.
This right here, this lays out the whole problem perfectly. Just look. On the left, that's what our brains evolved for, what they were designed to do. We're talking about basic physical survival, spotting predators like tigers, finding shelter from a storm, hunting for food. Simple, right? But then look at the right side. That's what we actually use our brains for today. A total digital flood. Answering endless emails, scrolling through social media feeds, juggling a dozen tasks at once. It's a complete and total system mismatch.
And this is the big takeaway here, okay? If you feel stressed out, if you feel overwhelmed all the time, it is not a personal failing. You're not broken. It's not your fault. It's just a classic hardware-software problem. You're literally running Windows 95 in your head, and the world is trying to make you run the most advanced AI on the planet. It's not going to work smoothly.
All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's look at the actual code that's running on this ancient hardware of ours. And to do that, we have to meet a very specific, tiny little part of your brain. It's about the size of an almond. But believe me, its impact on your daily life is absolutely huge. We're talking about the amygdala.
Okay, so the easiest way to think about your amygdala is like this. It's your brain's super sensitive 24/7 alarm system. It never sleeps. It's always scanning your environment for anything that could possibly be a threat. Its one job, its only job is survival. And it puts survival above everything else. I mean, everything. Logic? Reason? Forget about it. The second it thinks it sees danger, bam, it triggers an instant, powerful physical response. And you know, it's an amazing system, perfectly tuned for a world where you might actually run into a tiger.
But, and this is a big but, here's where we find the glitch in the system. So what happens when you take that ancient, perfectly tuned alarm and drop it smack in the middle of our modern digital world? Well, that's when things get messy. That's when an email starts to feel exactly like a tiger.
And yeah, this glitch actually has a name. It's called an amygdala hijack. It's pretty much what it sounds like. It's when your emotional brain, that's your amygdala, completely takes over. It hijacks your rational brain. It slams the emergency button and triggers this huge, overwhelming emotional response that is just completely out of proportion to what's actually happening. You know, the fire alarm is screaming, but there's no fire.
This breaks it down so well. So, step 1, the trigger. It's not a tiger in the bushes anymore. Nope, it's an email with the subject line, urgent. Step 2, the alarm. Your amygdala doesn't know the difference. It just sees a threat and fires off the exact same danger signal it would for a predator. And then, step 3, the reaction. Your body kicks into full-on fight or flight mode. Your heart starts pounding, your muscles get tense, you get that shot of adrenaline, and you're just sitting at your desk. It's wild.
This quote just hits the nail on the head. Why an email feels like a tiger attack. It's the whole reason why a mean comment on social media can totally ruin your day, or why a looming deadline at work can feel like a genuine life-or-death situation. Your brain is literally hardwired to react to these digital things as if they were real physical threats.
All right, so that's the problem, that's the bad news, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we are not helpless here. We might not be able to get, an automatic software update pushed to our brain overnight, but we can perform a sort of manual system install.
Okay, first step in this manual update process is just accepting a hard truth. We can't upgrade the hardware. It's locked. The brain we have, the one designed for surviving on the savannah, that's the only one we get. There's no trading it in for a newer model.
But, and this is the absolute key to everything, we can change the user environment. We can control the data we feed this old machine, right? If you can't upgrade the computer, you can at least stop trying to force it to run 1,000 super demanding programs all at the same time.
So the path to getting this update installed isn't about adding more stuff. It's not about another productivity app or a new life hack. It's actually the opposite. It's about subtraction. It's about filtering out the chaos.
The whole goal is to intentionally cut down on the number of digital threats that your amygdala has to deal with every day. And this is way more than just turning off a few notifications. It means really curating your digital zoo, like setting specific times to check email instead of being a slave to your inbox, or creating no phone zones in your house. It's all about designing an environment that actually works with your brain's evolutionary limits, not against them.
So, this all brings us to the big question, the one you really have to ask yourself. I mean, take an honest look at your own life. Your phone, your laptop, your schedule, your whole digital world. Is your digital zoo just completely wild? Is it overgrown, chaotic, and full of things that are constantly setting off that ancient tiger alarm?
And that's really the big idea here. It's all about a shift in how you see things. You are not just some helpless visitor wandering through this chaotic digital zoo, getting attacked by every notification that pops up. No way. You have the power to be the one in charge. You can curate this space. So it's time to stop letting your environment run you and start running your environment. It is time to become the zookeeper.